A gun control shift has happened in the last 16 hours. I feel like a ninja. But a gun control shift has happened in the last 16 hours that has the president kind of backing away from his promised background checks. What do I mean? Stick by. Check this one out. Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets, your source for Second Amendment news. And if you are here for Second Amendment news and you are not a subscriber yet, please do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button. It's on that screen right in front of you, right below this player here. This is where you're going to get the fastest information on the Second Amendment, good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. On today could be some good news, trending to good news. Not good news yet. What do I mean? Well, right up through yesterday, we had information that, Donald Trump, the president, was saying he's going to do something about background checks, and he was going to announce this week what his plan was, and the target date was for Thursday, today. Well, he did an interview yesterday at the border, at the wall, with Fox News, and I'm going to play you it. It's 1 minute and 30 seconds. Watch it, and you're going to learn some things, and we'll talk about it. Stand by.
Legislative package, you might move on it Thursday. What are you going to do?
No, we're not moving on anything. We're going very slowly in one way because we want to make sure it's right. We're doing a very careful job. We're working with the Democrats. We're working with the Republicans. Our Attorney General has done a fantastic job in so many ways. Is also in on it, and he's looking at it very strongly.
But you know what, Beto O'Rourke, another Democrat, Beto O'Rourke today said you have blood on your hands because there were all these deadly shootings, and that you can't wait. You've got to move.
Part of the problem that we have is because of Beto O'Rourke's statement about taking away guns. Yeah. A lot of Republicans and some Democrats now are afraid to do anything to go down that slippery slope. Mm-hmm. A lot of people think this is just a way of taking away guns. And that's not good because we're not going to allow that. Look, I'm a very strong believer in the Second Amendment.
Right.
You are too.
We know that.
But I'm a very strong believer in the Second Amendment. We're going to protect our Second Amendment. We have plenty of ideas, but we're going to make sure those ideas
But you like to tweet that you've got about 95% support in the Republican Party, which you do. So are you willing to stand up to the NRA and other Republicans and say, look, we're going to do something?
I am, if it's not going to hurt a good, solid, great American citizen from keeping his weapon, because they want that and they are entitled to that. We have a Second Amendment. I don't want to have crazy people have guns. I don't want to have bad people have guns. But we're going to do nothing to hurt the Second Amendment. And what we want to do is see if we can come up with a compromise, and that's what we're working on.
So the president's saying in plain English that he's not really in favor of doing anything unless if it would affect you or me, the average outstanding U.S. citizen, and all of a sudden he loves the Second Amendment. But you know how the president is. I mean, he kind of says one thing and does another. He kind of talks outside both corners of his mouth. But he's backing away from his promised background checks, which is a good thing. And you heard him. He says Beto O'Rourke kind of killed it. Was he playing 4D chess, as a lot of people like to say? Did he utilize Beto's gaffe to make the Democrats look like a bunch of bobos? Maybe. But word is he's still negotiating right now with both sides, both aisles, both parties, to try to get something to be in agreement. And but it does not look like he's going to do anything related to the background checks. Now, sources tell me that the red flag is still on the table. The red flag bill is still on the table. The talk of a new assault weapon ban is still there. And the talk on the magazine ban is still there. So maybe a small little victory if nothing comes with the background checks enhancements. Just enforce the laws that are there. Have judges and district attorneys actually do their frickin' job. Takes care of a lot of it. But I thought that I'd bring this to you. This is odd. It comes like literally right as the form I talked about in last night's late night video about the White House form that was leaked related to gun control. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you should watch that video, the form that came out of the White House. You got the Attorney General, Bill Barr, saying this is what the White House wants, and now you have the White House, or staff members of the White House, saying that is not ours, it didn't come from us. So there's definitely something going on, but now the president is kind of distancing himself from the background check side. Keep an eye on that red flag side, because from what I'm hearing, it's not going away. I'm also hearing from other people who are in the know that the volumes of calls to the White House and to certain Republicans have worked. They're kind of changing their tone a little bit, softening on the stance they were taking. So that's a good thing. Let's keep up that pressure. Let them know that we're watching. We're not the silent majority any longer. We're going to hold them accountable. They're going to lose their jobs. That, you know, they should only vote the way the Constitution says they should, right? So keep up the pressure. Again, I'll put the numbers down below for the switchboard for the U.S. Capitol and for the White House. You know, make your voices heard, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely make your voices heard. And hopefully we're in the right path. We're going down the right path. But again, like I said, there are some other landmines that are definitely being planted. So if you want to stay up to date on that, check back to this channel routinely. How else can you keep in the know? Hit that little bell icon right down there next to the subscribe button that you should have already hit if you didn't already. And that's how you're going to stay in the know. You'll get information, or you get notifications of when I put out new content. So until we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, and carry your weapon. Take care, everybody.